Hey y'all, I'm gonna greet y'all before I show y'all my PowerPoint presentation. Hope everybody's doing well on this Monday afternoon. If you'll give me about 2 or 3 minutes, I'm gonna set up your attendance quiz. So just give me about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, everybody, if you would go and do your attendance quiz, go and do your attendance quiz, and we'll come back together in about 4 minutes.
Hey, Miss Hargrave.
Hey, who's speaking?
Adriana. Hey.
Adriana. All right, Adriana, it's not your class time. Love you. Get off the thing. Bye. Again, happy Monday. Wanted to show you some motivational, inspirational quotes to get you motivated, to keep you inspired. We have embarked on a new semester. So last semester is gone. This semester will be better than last semester. Again, if you received an email from me on last Monday, please respond back that you have accepted. I hope that if you had to attend Saturday school this past Saturday that you attended. If you did not, please make it your business to attend this Saturday. It is not going away. You need to take care of it. Excuse me. You know that I do offer Monday through Thursday remediation classes that you can come to make up attendance for attendance, to make up any missing work, to work on your current work. So Monday through Thursday, I'm available from 3:20 until 4:20. And then Fridays, I'm available from 11 to 12, 1:30 to 2:30, 3 to 4. Also, we do career chats with Mr. Tundrell at 12 o'clock on Fridays. If you attend that, you get 100 on a quiz grade. And also, you will receive a day off of attendance. So if you need to make up attendance, I do encourage you to come in during the week and on Fridays. So if you have a lot of attendance you need to make up, you can get them made up probably within a month of coming or sooner. So you need to make it your business to come. We all fall off, we all make mistakes, but it is time to make up for our mistakes. It's time to make up for not coming to class. And I want to encourage you to come to class every day. You should attend class every day. And you should make it your business to do the attendance quiz. Do not just come on here and don't do the attendance quiz. Do the attendance quiz on Friday. Friday of last week, I was a little bit late getting it out, but I put you a remind, and some of you still didn't do the attendance quiz. That's on you. That is on you. Today, I would like for us to discuss the little attendance quiz. I asked you, have you ever attended the annual barbecue festival? Who has attended the barbecue festival before? Who has ever attended one?
Me.
Awesome, awesome. It's a great experience. Anybody else? Has anybody else ever attended?
I have.
Okay, cool. So when it started, probably when I don't think I was driving. No, I wasn't driving yet when it first started. No, I wasn't driving. Because it's been 30 some years. I wasn't driving, but I do remember going. It was a great experience. I've also participated in the barbecue festival because I used to have a shop uptown where I did nails. So I participated in selling products. Probably about 2 years I did it. It's a great experience. We are known. If you do not know, if you think Lexington just a small town, I know a lot of people say, well, there's nothing to do in Lexington. You know what? You never forget your home. When you guys go off to college, you start your careers, whatever you choose to do, do not forget about home. Always come back to home and always contribute to home. But Lexington is known for their barbecue all over the world. Lexington ranks top, one of the top places with barbecue. I've tasted some other styles of barbecue. They're okay, but they're not like my Lexington. Everywhere I go, I don't care where I go, I say Lexington has the best barbecue. And we're also known for our furniture. So two things, if you did not know, Lexington is known for their barbecue and they're known for their furniture. We are a furniture making capital, although some of the furniture industries have went out. So do you know if they are going to have the barbecue festival this year? Does anybody know?
No,
They
they will not have a
at least
barbecue
last
festival.
that I heard they went.
The dispatch said so.
So no, and James, what were you saying? Thank y'all guys because I think y'all the only ones contributing. What'd you say, James?
All I was saying is I hadn't heard I heard that there wasn't going to be.
No, they're not gonna have it. They are going to they didn't have our regular fair and Dixie Classic, which now is the Winston-Salem Fair or something like that. They did not have theirs this year. But what they did with the Winston-Salem Fair, because I actually went, we were going, we went on that Sunday, and when we got in line on that Sunday, because me and my daughter and mom, we said, okay, we're gonna go up there and get some cotton candy and some candy apples. because what they were doing was let people drive through. You could get the food. So we got in line at 6:29. It was a long line. So we finally got up there to the gate. The one attendant said it's gonna be about 3 hours. It was 6:29. So that means 9:30 before we got any food. So I said, And the other guy, we moved up a little bit further. He said it's gonna be about 2 hours. I said, that's as long as we stay in line. So we got out, but they were doing drive-through. People could drive through. They gave you a menu, and you could pick, choose your food. And we finally got around there. You drive up and get your food. So that was a way for them not to miss out on money, which I thought was great. But one of the things I saw on there was $40 for a large pizza. Who pays $40 for a large pizza? I was like, wow. So I was hoping that the barbecue festival would offer, and maybe they probably hadn't thought about it, and maybe they could do it at a later date, let people drive through and get food. That would be a great thing to do. But I just wanted to have
sometimes
that.
there's like 30,000 people come to North Carolina for the barbecue
Yeah,
festival. You know, it's
yeah.
gonna be like 30,000
All the
cars
people not
sitting
gonna
in
come.
Lexington.
All the people won't come, just because, like at the what's the Salem Fair, I think they said they had 11,000 people. So more than 11,000 people actually attend this Classic Fair, but they made a whole lot of money though. They Even though they probably didn't make as much, they didn't suffer a total loss. But I know everybody's not gonna come. But you know what they could do? If they didn't do a drive-through, let people park and still let so many, you would have to monitor it, I guess, and let so many, like on one street corner would be a certain restaurant, in the next street corner, or you didn't just split it where people could actually maybe walk up. They would have to have their mask on. Even in Winston, in downtown Winston, they have closed the streets, because I went by there a couple weeks ago and I had been hearing about it on TV. They block off downtown. So now they put the tables out in the street. So people are actually dining out. Since the pandemic, I have been out to eat, but I make sure that there are not a lot of people around me. But I think it would be a good idea. I think we need to bring something to Lexington like that to keep our revenue going. But
I mean, it'd definitely be cool, but I feel like if we did do the thing where you were talking about where everybody has to wear their mask, only about a fourth of the people ain't gonna wear them, because you have those stupid people that are like, "Oh no, I
thank
can't
you.
breathe," and I'm like, "That's dumb." But
And
okay.
I feel that even at the stores, even at the grocery store. Now then you got the sign out. They even got it outside the store.
They got it on the door before you walk in. Like,
Masks are
are you
required.
blind or something? Like, what's
And
going
and
on?
and I just look. They go in. So I went to, what was it? That's been Friday. That's been Friday. I went to Texas Roadhouse in Winston, across from the mall. I didn't go in.
Mhm.
We had called it in, so I went, picked it up. And you just, when you go around, you tell the girl, either if you're dining in, because they got a little thing at Texas Roadhouse, a building where the people are actually in the building, and they have a screen, and they ask you, are you dining in or picking up? So I told her that we had already called, and she said, just go to your left and you'll see a set of numbers in the park. You just park at one of those numbers and somebody will come out. So I was amazed at the people who were going in the restaurant who did not have masks on. They act like some people don't believe that it's real. Um, and maybe they have not experienced anybody passing away. I have experienced somebody passing away in my family from it. So I know that it is real.
My little brother's great grandmother actually passed away.
Yeah.
Cause my little brother we're stepbrothers, right?
Mhm.
Um, so his great grandmother passed away after she had cancer the previous last year, and
Mhm.
she had to get her last chemo treatment this year.
And she
But
probably was immune system.
when she went to Baptist, she ended up getting
Mhm.
COVID along with her. No, it wasn't his great grandma. It was his great grandpa. His grandpa Bill.
Yeah.
He had passed away because he had a broken arm, so he had to go to Baptist. But they both ended up getting it. Um,
Yes.
his grandma. had survived, but his grandpa actually passed away. I mean,
Yeah.
me and Shelby go to Olive Garden down
Mm,
in Salisbury a lot,
mm,
and I mean, just going inside, it's not that bad. Like we wear a mask to the table, but
to the
I'm not
table.
gonna eat with a
That's
mask
right.
on.
That's right. But people don't. They see the signs. They see the people that work there have their mask on, but they don't put it on. I was at probably about 2 months ago. I was at Food Line, and the lady in front of me was talking to the girl that was working.
Hmm.
And the lady didn't have a mask on. She said, "Well, I just don't know if it's real." I looked at. I started to say, "I said, nope. I'm gonna be quiet. Not gonna say anything." She didn't think it was real, and she not trying to harm anybody else, but she just didn't wear a mask. Well, you need to wear your mask.
Hmm.
But
I
you know
bring my
what?
mask
We
wherever
wear
I
a
go.
mask, huh?
I bring my mask wherever I go.
Yeah. So you know what? I guess we have to protect ourselves, even though the other people they're unprotected. So wear our mask. I have
I mean, the
found, man.
masks are actually to protect other people from you.
That's right.
So I mean, if a lot of people are like, "Oh, but some people aren't going to wear them, so I'm not going to wear it," and that's just ignorant. Because if you're going to
Yeah,
act like that, then
that's
if
right.
you're going to act like that, you're the reason people aren't going to wear them because they're going to use you at the excuse. And I'm like, I just bought 5 from Walmart the other day because I was going in
And
I
you
was grocery
should.
shopping,
And
right?
bye.
And I saw the stand up and it said like 5 for 10. I was like, yeah, why not? I'll keep 3, put one in my car,
Yeah,
keep one in my room for extra, and then I put one in Shelby's car because we take
yeah.
her car some places sometimes. Um, and then I gave 2 to Shelby so
And you
she can
should
have
you
some.
should do that. Some people don't. I'm gonna tell you when it first came, back in March. I have a friend who is a nurse, and she started making masks, and her masks got filters in them. And I think I have probably about, no joke, I probably have about 30 from her. And then I bought a couple from a couple of people who were making masks, and I think I bought one or two in the store because when you guys were still at home, when you still at home, but when I would leave, even though I had so many masks, sometimes I just forget to pick one up, and so I was going to work, and I said, "Oh no, I do not have a mask, and I got to get into work at school." So I stopped at this gas station and bought a mask, and I keep it in my car. I have 2 cars, and I keep it in that one car. So what I'm going to try to do is, in both of my cars, I'm going to make me a packet that has mask, that has sanitizer, that has wipes, Kleenex. I'm going to do it this week. It's going to be like a little bag, and I'm gonna keep it in each car. So I'll make sure that I have it, and I try to keep it in my book bag. I try now to keep them in my pocketbook because sometimes you just forget. But if I know that I forget, I don't go in the store. I don't go in the store.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, that's 100%
yeah, one
right.
time I did it, but I had a jacket that I could pull up. And I only went in to get one thing. I had a jacket and I was doing like this, and I heard from friend and went to that aisle. But I see people who don't wear their mask, and then they look at me like, why do I have a mask on? And I'm looking at them, why you don't have your mask on? And my mom, she's an older lady, and my mom gets overheated. She says, "Why don't the people have their mask on?" I said, "I don't know, mama." And she be getting loud. She said, "They just stupid. They just stupid. They'll never learn." I said, "It's okay, mom." She said, "No, I'm gonna say what I got to say." I said, "Okay." Because people just take things for granted. No, none of us want to be in the situation that we're in, but we are in it, and we have to go through it. And eventually, yeah, it's gonna go away. Eventually, it's gonna, but it's gonna be a while. But we all have to play our part. But you can't get people to do right.
I actually my dad's one of my dad's friends named Dustin, right? He lives in South Carolina. He he said one of the dumbest sentences I ever thought I heard in my whole life. He has this little conspiracy theory that Trump done or the whole Democratic Party started up something saying that they made COVID, and I'm like, COVID is a virus. Do you not have any level of intelligence anywhere?
Yes,
Like, what
it
is
is.
that?
It is.
And I'm like,
I've heard that from both parties. No, if even if somebody thought that they were creating something, well, it's done got out of hand. But I don't really believe that. I think there were measures that we could have taken to not to where it wouldn't have exploded. I think there were measures that we could have taken, but we didn't take it. But
We could have absolutely slowed the spread of it all. I mean,
yeah,
if you had people who weren't trying to have these conspiracy theories about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, having conspiracy theories, sure, that's cool. You
yeah,
can do
but
what you want, but if they're affecting other people negatively,
that's
you
right.
need to
That's
get
right.
on the ball and go ahead and fix whatever's wrong with you
That's
because
right.
that
And I
ain't.
think there's things that could have been done, but we didn't. I think too that everybody was hoping that it didn't come to the U.S. And we were in fear. So, but now that it's here, we have to protect ourselves. And like I said, don't let your guard down, everybody. Wear your mask. Even if people come to visit you, they have to wear their mask. Make sure, excuse me, that you sanitize. Use Lysol. If you go out, come home and steam. When I say steam, now I steam. Um, it's where I boil water. I put lemons, sometimes limes, and I cut them up, put them in the water, and when the water starts boiling, it creates a steam. And I breathe that 5 to 15 minutes. So do everything you can, but just take precautionary measures. And don't go in a crowd with people if you can avoid big crowds. So, but I was getting back to our discussion. I was hoping that we could do the Barbecue Festival or something. We could do something like that because that helps our economy. It helps our local economy, even though everything is still not open 100%, and it can't be open 100% because if it were open 100%, people would not do right at all. But we still have to keep our economy going. So that's why, because y'all know I don't cook. So I still go out to restaurants. And I had been going out, sitting down. But for the last probably 3 weeks, I decided I'm not going to go out and eat in a restaurant until the pandemic is either really low or it's gone, or maybe summertime. That way I can eat outside because people are not taking the precautions, and I don't want to go sit in a restaurant with them because if you go in a restaurant and don't have your mask on, where have you been all day without that mask? So
Do
what I'm
you use DoorDash and stuff? Because I mean, my
I have
dad.
not used it now. My daughter, because she's in college, she uses all that. I have not. I'm every now and then the pizza guy come, but normally I just go to the restaurant, order it, I drive through, and or either I go in and pick it up. But I have not utilized DoorDash, Uber Eats. I hadn't done that. I hadn't done that, and I
See,
have
my
some.
dad's a truck driver, so he drives from North Carolina to California every week, or
Uh huh.
like Arizona or something. You
Hmm.
know, I think this week he actually had his drop in Phoenix, and now he's on his way to Cali, and he has to go through
You
this
see your
winter
dad?
storm that's coming through, and yeah,
Okay.
and he has he uses DoorDash, and that's really good for self isolating. Because you can tell them to like leave it at your door. You can pay online, and they'll just leave the bag at your door, and you can just get the food. And
I,
if you use gloves or sanitize the bag and stuff, you don't even have to worry about
yeah, I
the
hadn't done
DoorDash.
that, but I have some now. As far as not a restaurant, but I have a couple of cousins that they do the Uber. They do the Uber thing, but I
The Uber
haven't.
Eats.
Yeah, they do not Ubers, but they do the Uber as far as driving. What is it? Uber drive, whatever the Uber drivers they do that. But I think I had somebody that I know that does like Uber Eats and DoorDash. My daughter has started dipping and doing what you call Postmates. That's where you, I guess, you run errands or different stuff for people. And I told her, well, you don't need to be doing it, but she does. Her and a friend they get together, they do it together. But I said that I wasn't going to go eat with the restaurants because I just feel that people. But everybody's not going to do it. Because we wear a mask, some other people are not going to wear it. But I wish they would, because if everybody would band together and wear their mask, you would see that the numbers would go down drastically, and I think that the virus would go away.
Yeah.
But you have people who just won't do. They just. But I say, okay, if you don't wear no mask, you can't come around me. You don't wear no mask. No, you stay on over there. Call me on the
See,
phone.
Shelby's mom is she has this problem that she likes to talk about all the time. She's always talking about like she can't breathe in the mask, blah. And see, my little brother, he's allergic to almost everything, and he has asthma, and he wears his
Okay,
mask. Like, what's the problem? Like, my boy has asthma, and he still wears his mask over his nose, and she has nothing wrong with her, and she's like, "Oh, I can't breathe." I'm like, "Yeah, that's a crock of crap.
you know
Like,
what?
that's crazy."
I rather can't breathe in a mask and can't breathe at all because you dead. But
Yeah, for real.
you can't get people understanding. So you know what? We have to do what we have to do to protect ourselves. So when others won't do, we're going to continue to do. But I was hoping that we could do something to generate income. Because you still have to keep the economy going. But I think they probably, like you said, with the barbecue festival, it probably will still draw a large crowd. So that may not be um, but maybe we need to look into something for next year because probably still next year is going to be kind of almost the same, but not quite. So we're going to have to start looking into something to see what we can do to generate income for the barbecue festival because that did put money into our economy. But we'll have to look into something else because it probably will draw a large crowd. So we have to look and see what we can do.
I mean, I think if we limited like the amount of people that can be in there at one time, that'd be a good idea. Because I
You know,
mean, if we have less people, we can properly social distance and all that good stuff.
and maybe extend it like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday where we only hit
Yeah,
it on
like
Saturday.
multiple days.
Yeah, and
Because
then
there's usually like a
yeah,
lot of people that come in.
and maybe have people to buy tickets for certain days, and that would eliminate maybe some of the time. If everybody, you don't want everybody coming on Friday, you want everybody coming on Saturday. You would break it up. So I think that's something that we need to look at. But that was a discussion that I just wanted to bring forth to everybody because every day we don't have to stick to everything that we're supposed to do because I think it's very vital that we keep our discussion lines open and be able to talk about things. But if y'all guys will do me a favor, I want everybody, if you will, because I know everybody has not done it, and I said we were going to do it. We're going to start doing it every day. If everybody will work in for the next 15 minutes, you will work in typing.com. Please go on to typing.com and get set up and work in there. And if y'all will do me a favor, um, if you will work, if I could get everybody outside of class to work for 30 minutes today in test out. What I would want you to do is if you work in test out, and I should be able to see how long you work. So I hope everybody can hear me. For the next 15 minutes, I want you to work in typing.com. Then for the next, you set your time when you can do it today, this evening, tonight. Do 30 minutes in test out. If you do 30 minutes in test out in either in Word or if you want to switch out between Word and PowerPoint, I will give you a quiz grade. So let me put that in the chat. Please work in typing.com for the next 15 minutes. Work in testout.com for right. Check and give you a quiz grade. How do y'all feel about if how many of y'all can come in on Fridays and work for could y'all work for 30 minutes in test out on Fridays? I have a time. Y'all could come in my 11 to 12, my 1:30 to 2:30, or my 3 to 4. How many of y'all would come and work for 30 minutes to get a on Fridays? I would give you a test grade, but I would want to see you have at least a 75%, because it gives you a percentage, I think. Um, so on, could we do is 11 to 12 good for everybody? Y'all let me know what y'all thinking. James, what you thinking?
It
Jamie, what you
depends.
thinking? Shantara, what you think?
It depends.
It depends on. Okay, I tell you what. You can choose. I tell you what. When you come on, well, I know, but y'all let me know. You can choose the times of either 11 to 12, the 1:30, 2:30, or the 3 to 4. Will they give you more of an option?
Yes.
Okay. So if you come in on those times and work, you have to work for a minimum of 30 minutes. I will give you a test grade. But I want you, the stipulation would be you have to at least make a 75%. So we'll look into that once y'all get started. But I want y'all to come in on Fridays. And then I want you to work at least 30 minutes to an hour every day in test out. And we'll start doing that. We'll try to do that. At least I'll try at least give you 30 minutes in class. And then you work another 30 minutes outside of class. And then so that will work. And y'all know I have my remediations, but it doesn't have to mean if you come in and you do a remediation. When I do my Monday through Thursday, 3:20 to 4:20, that's for class makeup, working on new work, uh, makeup work, anything. So you have from 3:20 to 4:20 if you come in and work the whole time, that hour. You take off if you need attendance, me to take off attendance, I can do that, or you can work in test out. Excuse me. Then I have my times on Fridays. So the choice is yours. I'm just giving you these options. Do y'all know how when we turn in work, y'all know to turn it into the folder this is homework. I haven't assigned anything right now, but I'll try to start getting some things. Also wanted to let you guys know, look, this week we are going to have a test. We haven't had a test in a while, so we'll have a test. I'm looking to do benchmark either next week or the week after. I have not decided, so I will get on it. Benchmarks usually are 100 questions, so therefore I have to get on it. And we usually go over it, okay? So let me get on it and try to work on it. Like I said, we're going to have a regular test this week. I'm shooting for the end of next week to do benchmarks. If we don't do next week, it would definitely be probably about the 13th of November. So we don't do if it's not on November 6th, it'll be on November 13th. So we'll get together. I'll look at the dates again. But this week we're gonna have a test. So if y'all work in typing.com, and then Friday, look to come in on Fridays to work and test out. But every day I want y'all working and test out. So we'll try to do at least 30 minutes in class a day. But today, we do something different today. I'm going to check some emails and give y'all some time just to work in there. Shanteria, are you logged in to typing.com?
No, my mom's a little slow.
Huh?
It's just moving a little slow.
Okay, guys, okay. So what I want y'all to do, I need to see so if you have not logged in now, make sure you log in today and you put some time in at typing.com because I'm not showing about 2 or 3 students working in there. So please make sure that you are doing this because I'm gonna start giving you a grade as to your typing.com input. So make sure that you're doing that and make sure that you do test out today because I will go in and look to see what you did in test out and how long you were in there. So your testout.com, I do require that you do at least 30 minutes a day. That's 30 minutes outside of class. So we didn't do it in class today, so you only have 30 minutes. So I will require you to do at least 30 minutes in class and 30 minutes outside of class. And also do at least 15 minutes of typing.com. So we're going to have to start dedicating ourselves to doing that because all that is going to work together. And again, I'll try to start preparing because we're going to have a test probably Friday. So I'll try to start preparing, getting us the study guides and everything together. I am going to release you guys. Anybody got any comments or concerns? Anything they want to ask? If not, I will see you guys on tomorrow. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, Ziana.